Like many of the Australians I meet and talk to, I've become extraordinarily concerned about the way in which our country has drifted, largely as a result over the last 3 years of what I would see as a shambolic, unrepresentative and chaotic Senate. And indeed, as I look back over the recent election timetable, I think of the coalition government being overwhelmingly restored to office to clean up the mess just a little while ago, and then having been hamstrung, unable to move, with terrible consequences for stability in the governance of our nation by the Senate. I want to urge you not to let that happen again. And I want to focus on a couple of issues that I think are terribly important in that regard, and that's the redefining of marriage and the way in which our children have their innocence stripped away from them in the name of things like the so-called Safe Schools program, as we consider where we go as a nation. I think it's particularly important that we have a Senate that supports the coalition's policy to let the Australian people decide on the matter of whether we're going to redefine marriage and allow for gay marriage. It is right to let the people decide. It should not be a matter for the courts or, in my view, a matter for the Parliament and the Senate. It ought to be something that you, the people, get to decide. So to that end, you should vote for the people who will make sure the plebiscite happens. And that's the Liberal National Party team here in Queensland. It means getting behind people like Matt Canavan and Barry O'Sullivan and Joanna Lindgren. That's the way to strike your blow, not just for democracy, but I would argue for a better future for our children. We're in danger of handing them a much less stable and economically and socially secure society than the one we inherited. We've got to stop this rot. So vote for stability on July the 2nd. You have 2 votes on July the 2nd. Make them count. Strike a blow for stability and for certainty and for decency, and vote the LNP team on the ticket.